Hello class. In this lecture, we will see what is the meaning of mechanics of thermal system. Mechanics of thermal system is also called as a thermodynamics. So basically, those two words are synonym of each other. So while teaching this subject, I am supposed to pronounce thermodynamics instead of calling this big name that is mechanics of thermal system. So whenever we are try to split this one word into two words, that is thermodynamics, we come across it is nothing but the thermal plus dynamics. So thermal is nothing but the heat, okay, and the dynamics is nothing but the study behind the motions, okay. So heat, which responsible to make a movement, make a transformation, okay, in such a science or in such a physics or such a physics in which heat is responsible to make a transformation, such a physics is called as a thermodynamics, okay, and the study of those physics is called as a thermodynamics, okay. So why we studying a heat energy? Because we, as I told you, in the universe every system is a part of thermodynamics. Everything, even human body, is a part of thermodynamics. We know the normal live being temperature or live human having temperature ranges to 35 to 36, okay. Once the temperature start dropping, the live human being transform towards a dead body, okay. So normally if you observe, the dead body normally having temperature 10 degrees celsius to 15 degrees celsius, but the live being having a temperature 35 to 36 degrees celsius. Even though in case of the IC engine, the normal working temperature of IC engine or our automobile engines is ranges from 85 to 90 degrees celsius. Before the temperature, before this 85 to 90 degrees celsius, we are saying the engine is not warm up properly, okay. So everything, not only the human body, entirely the small part inside the human body, like lungs, hearts, eyes, brain, even though your, and also it's a part of thermodynamic systems, okay. So even though our plant absorbing the heat in terms of the sun rays and give you a food, so this is a transformation. So we are converting heat energy into useful work, we are converting heat energy into useful food, okay. So this science comes under this physics, that is thermodynamics, okay. So here I'm not saying we are supposed to studying how that sunlight, oxygen, or we can say photovoltaic process are take place. So it is a one of the part of thermodynamics, but we are not going to study that thing. We are not going to start the working of heart, we are not going to study the working of lungs. We are not looking these things by a viewpoint of biology, okay. We are looking this thing via viewpoint of mechanical engineering student, okay. So we are not looking in by the view of biological student, we are looking this thing with the uh, scope of mechanical engineering student. So the thing is here, that is heat or thermodynamics, okay. So whenever we supposed to produce a work, we supposed to employ such a machine. So as before starting this chapter, while introducing this subject, I told you there are basically two kind of machines are exist. One is the power consuming machines and another is the power developing machine, or power developing or power consuming devices, okay. So whenever we think about those machines or those devices, okay, we need to supply a certain kind of energy to that machine or that device in order to make a useful work or in order to produce a useful work. So not only we are supplying a heat energy. In some machines we are supplying a electrical energy like electric motor. In some machines we are providing a mechanical energy like human effort or the animal effort, okay. In some machines we are feeding a chemical energy like our IC engine. In our IC engine we supposed to feed a air and fuel mixtures, okay. So we are giving input, Okay, so we are giving input in huge quantity to that devices. Okay, those devices is either called as a thermal system or a heat engine. So those devices are requiring some kind of input with a huge amount, and out of that huge amount very less part of energy are converted into heat energy in whenever we are talking about heat engine or thermal system. So very few amount of part of that energy get converted into heat energy, and out of that heat energy very few amount of part are get converted into useful work, and remaining part of heat energy are wasted into sound energy, waste heat energy, waste kinetic energy, etc. Okay, so out of that much huge input we only recover, or we only extract that much amount of energy for the work, and remaining are get wasted here and here also directly. Okay, so, I mean to say, for example, just take an example of IC engine. Okay, in case of the IC engine, we are supposed to feed air and fuel mixture in terms of the chemical energy. Okay, and that chemical energy hold by the fuel are uh, part of that energy are wasted to atmosphere through silencer. Okay, as a exhausted energy. Okay, this is just due to incomplete combustion of air fuel, and only that much energy get forwarded to work output. Those fuel molecule get burnt completely. So those fuel molecule are not burned completely or get incomplete burn. Those fuel molecule taking their chemical energy with themselves and entering to the atmosphere through the silencer. But those who have burned completely, from whose chemical energy we are success to extract, those only get converted, those only responsible to give a heat energy. So that's why when you look into size of those two circle, then you will notice that this one is the big one and this one is comparatively smaller one. So out of that much chemical energy we are getting that much heat energy for the further transformation. That much chemical energy get wasted to the atmosphere, and out of that heat energy only few part of heat energy are what we can say, capable to convert into work, and rest of get converted into waste energy in terms of sound, in terms of heat energy absorbed by cooling system, kinetic energy of other moving parts present in the engine, like connecting arm, like valve mechanism, like flywheel, and so on, and the frictional losses present in the engine. So those are waste energy, and remaining out of this after the waste, that is work which is available at the shaft, that is crankshaft. Okay, so this is the transformation of chemical energy into heat energy into waste energy and work output. Okay, so this is the transformation done under the heat engine or the thermal system. So in the thermodynamics or in the mechanics of thermal system, there is a relationship, or there is a relationship present in between temperature, volume, pressure in order to convert those energy into useful work. Okay, and as that relationship, as the different process you are supposed to employ for the transformation of those thing into work, mean to say there are various processes are present, various thermal processes are present in order to make that transformation from chemical energy to heat energy to useful work, or electrical energy to heat energy to the useful work, or mechanical energy to heat energy to the useful work. So there are the processes, and in that processes there is a relationship exist in between a pressure, volume and temperature. As we are select a good processes or efficient process for that transformation, we definitely say our work output will be bigger than the waste. Okay, so in the thermodynamics we have studied those processes or efficient processes for the devices, that is work producing devices and work consuming devices. Mean to say, in the thermodynamics we are studying a different processes which responsible to take out a work or offer a work as maximum as possible in order to have a good efficiency. Okay, so there is a relationship. That relationship we are supposed to study in thermodynamics. Okay, so this is our thermal system. So in simple word, we try to bring or bring out a more efficient heat engine or more efficient thermal system. So if your device is power developing or work developing or work offering device, then we try to design such a system which give a maximum work output from minimum work input. Okay, but if your work absorbing device like compressor is work absorbing device because it absorbs the electricity, it absorbs power from other sources. Okay, so whenever you are designing a work absorbing device, that time you try to design such a device which give a maximum output with minimum work input. Okay, because you are designing a work absorbing device, that time you should uh, try to design such a system which demand very minimum work as an input and give very big output. Okay, as a energy. So this is the difference, that is work input device, work absorbing device and the work